Welcome back to Timberborn and our new diorama playthrough. I mean, it doesn't look much from the original when it started, but it certainly is. And so this is Beaver Book 2, and we're quite the way through this, but there's still a huge amount to do. If you remember the last one where I tried to do an idea to put some power over there and found out that it doesn't really work. So that being said, this will get changed. This will go at the top, and then we'll have another. This will just be for food and things like that, and obviously we'll have to redesign of this. So there's still a massive amount to do in this playthrough, and now I've got a huge problem. Now the problem being is this is going to be in the way. Yes. And that's going to be a huge pain in the bum. And where do I fix this problem? Now, there's a couple of possibilities, but I'll have to break this to put this. Yeah, see, I don't even like that either. I could. Right, the thing is this needs. I was umming about here. It sort of makes sense here to put it here, but the problem being is it needs an enormous amount of. If we look, it needs an enormous amount of space. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think it's a 5b6. Which means it's got a potential to go in there. Now, obviously, we can get rid of this because this is going to this anyway, so that's not a problem. I'm sort of thinking to have it in here and have it off that, but obviously I've got to move a lot of this infrastructure. And then the dam situation is going to be a problem as well because obviously I need the water to keep high. Oh, this is going to be fun. It's fun in the sun, but I'm sort of okay at the moment if I get what I'm trying to do here correct. Now, was worried a little bit last time that I'd miscalculated the amount. I think I can use this as a blueprint to semi-show you what I mean. Not that one. That's just... So we've got this. So this needs to stand on... Well, this will be the bottom. So I'm calculating that this here is the bottom. Or was I calculating something else? I can't really fully remember. We're okay with this one because this one would be the top. I've got to get it right because by the time I'm at the bottom, I've miscalculated it. So, and if we do some sort of landscape, so that's 2, that's 3, that's 4. We still cannot get through that, as you can see. I can't. If I try and do this here, we do that. I can do it then. So basically, I need a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 line, which I think I've got a 5 line. So I might have even done it even too many. I can have it sticking out. I don't want it right up here because I still want it to flow. So we're saying pause that. We're saying pause that. So it's basically a 5b5, isn't it? Because that's 1, that's 2, that's 3, that's 4, that's 5. And if I do the thing here, that's 1, that's 2, that's 3, that's 4. That's 5. That's 1, that's 2, that's 3, that's 4, that's 5. Yeah. I've done this to say this is the bottom one. So actually, it may be okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm thinking that this ridge, with this one here, this one's going to come back out. So this will have to be coming down here. Bearing in mind that if we look down here, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. This is 2. The slight issue I've got, I could do with a 7 and not a 6. Which means I could do with this one. The reason why is that I want to have. I know. Sorry about that. I'll do it this way. If I turn this, so say this is the edge. This is the edge, which with this edge here. I want to have 1 there. I want to have 2 there. I want to have, let's say, 3 abreast, but these take 2. So that's 6. Could I get it with just 2? I think I could get it with 2. I've got enough of them, haven't I? I mean, that is way more. That's a 2, that's a 2, and that's a 2. The only question that I'm asking myself is, how the hell am I going to link them? How am I going to link this? This is why I thought if I have, like, I need to link all these slots. In other words, when that's coming down, I need a way of being able to link them. In other words, the power. I need to link all this lot, the top down, but I can't. I suppose I could pass it through. There's no reason why I couldn't pass that down. But the problem being is, I've got no way. If I only do this is 6, and I've got 2, 4, 6. That's as much width as I've got. I'd have to take out one of these, because I'd have to push this one in, and I'd have to push this one in. So what I'd have to do is, we imagine that this is that right? 2 there's a gap. 2, 4, 6. Yeah. So that's our little trench. That'd be our little trench here. Then I'd have to move. I'd have to move that in one. You see what I mean? I can't. It doesn't work. You see. To pass this down. If I don't get this right to start with, this idea is going to absolutely fail. So I have an issue. Or the only other alternative would be to link them in the center like that. So I've still got the 6, but this one here is the linker. So this goes down to the round and into the next one, round and into the next, and I can't do it at this end. I've got to do it at the end that's going to be open. So as this is going to flow, this is going to flow over here and come down. This end will have water, so it'll come round. It'll imagine a snake. A snake's a prime example of this. That's how it's going to go, I think. So, again, this is all. I've not done this. This is all out of my own stupid mind. So this is why it's got to be sort of like, well, is that going to work or is that not going to work? I have no idea. But I'll stick with the 6 then. But that means I can only put 2 on, and not 3. So unless obviously I had more width, but I don't want to go too far. And I can only go to the mine anyway. This would be as long as I can have it, but I only think I need about 3 this way, or 4, and that. Bearing in mind that I've got only 9 here. So this is what I'm saying. So if you can see here, that imagine this is going to be sticking out. I was wanting something like that, but slightly bigger, so I could actually have 3 abreast, but I'm going to need 8 squares. I'd need 8 squares in here, so I'd need to come out to here. That's not a problem, because it's just blank anyway, Do I want that much water, though? That's the thing. and then I can link them and send them two down to link again, and link and link and link. So these are all linked together. Is it better to have more, or is it better to have less? Only time will tell. Time will tell. I might even do it anyway, because it's only going to take... I'm only going to take another 2, so it's only going to come down to this edge. Oh, why don't you buy me a Mercedes-Benz? Right. I'm going to take out one of these, because it's no use anyway. I want this to be in here, which means I think I'm going to do that. I've also got to redesign all the... as you can tell, there's a huge amount to do in this playthrough. Let's just get this large water in there. Why is it not allowing me to put the large water in there? I don't know. Oh, I know why it's not allowing me to put the water in there, because there's a path. Let's get rid of that. Don't need that. Let's do that again. Why couldn't I do that then? What's wrong with that then? I can do that. Okay, it doesn't really matter. I'll just get him to walk around. Walkies around. There's a good beavers. Right, they'll do that now as a 2. This can be stopped. This will come out. This will have to come out. This will have to be deleted, I think. Which means this is going to have to... No, that's not what I wanted. I wanted that. That way. That means that can be... I still need to be building this. This is another bone of contention. Get rid of all this. Don't want this anymore. I also have not got... we've obviously started on the inside, as you can tell. This has all been... Oh, there's something satisfactory about blasting things up. I don't know why. But there certainly is. Anyway. So this has all got to be dug out as well. Up to the point where I have put the this thing. As you can tell where this is, and this has already been done. I'll do another ladder here. And get that built. How many planks? I've got tons of planks, that's fine. I've got planks for days. Right, we'll get that in. Is there anything of this that I can actually build? Apparently, yes, there is. Also, I can... This is now in line. As long as I can get up there, they will be doing it. So there, there, and if I can get that to do that. That'll now be connected to that. Obviously, I can't do that one further on because that's in the way. But I can strip that down once all this is built. This I'll be able to... I might as well do as much as I can. I've got 700 of these. And then we'll get to there. I'm sure that would have done an extra one. No, because it's this one, isn't it? Let's do the ladder for that one. one more, I think, will put us up to that. Get that done. I'm only setting this going. That's now built. I can get rid of this. Get rid of this. Is that been built? Yes, it has. I can get rid of this. And I can get rid of this. Might need some of that, but I don't really know yet. So that's not what I wanted to do. It was supposed to be I was picking up all of this. Pick up that. How wide do I need the dirt excavator? I said 5, didn't I? So I need it to be here. We can... I think I can squeeze it in there. But the problem is that this here is going to be the problem. I'll have to get another ladder here, I think, and do this to here, and that's there, allowing that to be taken out, because I think I need to take this line out, so I better do that as well. I think that's what I want. Which will need, I think, these 3. I always get this flipping wrong, and then I end up having to put the damn things back again. I think that's that. I think I need to take that out, and then I'll need to take this out as well. Right, so we've got this line. I can get rid of this now because that's not used. Have I got any? Yes, I have. It's just fitting all this in the way. This is going to have to. This is going to be in the way. Bad water's obviously in. I don't even notice it because I'm thinking, well, the hell's it not working there? I'm still not with an hour in. I want to get this out of the way first. I'm going to have to get that out of the way. Well, I'm going to have to get all of this out of the way. Yeah, there's an absolute ton of stuff to do on this. An absolute ton. That's not including that, obviously, I've got this underneath to even do as well. I've got this to sort out, which I'm going to do now. I'm trying to move through the world to see if I can actually get up there. I think I can get up there. That one, that one, that one, that one. It's too far because it's not being built yet. That one might be the problem because it'll have to come from this side. But I think we can. I think we can get it done. I don't think it's a problem. This definitely can. Although saying that, that's going to be an issue, isn't it? Because I've just realised that no, if I do that, they're going to miss. They're going to miss things. I'll just keep this in until the end, and then get rid of the entire lot of it, basically. That can be done. Let's go to a 2. A bit faster than what we're doing. I want to get this one under here basically built quite fast, because otherwise it's all over the place, and then I can't. It's very difficult to see. It's not difficult to do. It's difficult to see to be able to actually do anything. This should be able to walk on, I think. Yeah, see, I'll just do that, and then I can actually see a little bit more than what I was seeing. I think actually we can. Because it won't. Right, that's a bit better. Again, I'll fill, because I've got well 500 now, so we are getting through. Because that is another one. That might be. Is that going to be enough? No, so that needs to go as well. Which means this needs to go. I'll only get rid of something that I need to get rid of. I could push this further in though. Like here, but I'm going to need to work out how the hell I'm going to get the power. Or it would have been better to turn it. Like to rotate it and maybe put it into here. Which I think it can't do. Because it needs that filling in. I'll get rid of that now. I'll put this in, and I'll put this in as an important one. I think that might actually be better, because then that's on a diagonal, and then I can get the power up to this side. I'm going to have to take that out, but yeah. And I'll work out where that can go. Land. Nope. It's this. It's still not. Oh, look at that. That means I'm going to have to take out this section that I've just put in. This section and some of this. And then line that up to there. I think that'll work. And then I'm going to have to get the power somewhere. I'll probably have to take the beaver out. And I'll probably have to take this out as well. Oh, it's all going. It's getting there. We're definitely how far I could take that one. Okay. Right, water's returning. I may as well be able to do this again. That actually might not work. It might want to take this out, so I'm probably going to have to take this out as well. Right, let's go back to... Now I've changed the rotation a bit. You know, it still doesn't want it. See, it doesn't want that because of that turning. This has to go. What's under there then? Is that, does that mean, oh, that's gonna have to, oh, holy moly macaroni. That means they will have to go a different way. I can't allow them to go that way. That's a flipping dirt. That needs to move. Where the hell am I going to move that way? Right. Oh, you stupid pig. I was supposed to blow it up, but I just delete the thing. You. Oh. Oh. What's wrong? Are we flooding? Oh, we're flooding. Oh, hell. Are we flooding? I've got this up. Let's go down to about 60 then. It's probably because of how I built this, you see. I'd normally build this downwards and not upwards, but I'm trying to work out something that I don't even really know what the hell I'm doing. I think I got that a bit waterlogged, I think. Possibly. Let's do another one of these. Don't need that many though. In fact, I probably don't even need that actually. What am I doing? Have I just done it on the wrong one? I think I've just done it on the wrong one. I should have done it on this one. I think. I can't see! Who turned out the lights? Oh, this is going to be great. Yeah, this one. Then I'll do a line from there. Right. I'll get this right now. I'll press the right button. There we go. There we go. No, that's not what I want. Oh, why aren't you doing what I want you to do? Why? What's wrong with you now? Oh, is it because... I think it's because this isn't down enough. Do you know the amount of times that I do this and forget, why is it not working? And I think it's to do with this is hitting this here. So I have to make it a 2, but it will work. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. I think that's right. Or would it have been? Would it be better to turn it round? The trouble is where they're going to go though. And can they go through there? I suppose they could go round. I was thinking, if I rotate this, is this better here? Or is it better here? Oh, now is it not doing it because of... Because I've got things under here. Yes, it might be to do with this. Remember, this is what we built, or I built ages ago. And it might be to do with that, but it finds that to be quite annoying. Not as annoying as I think it is, but still. There we go. Isn't that stupid? It's underneath. It knows it can't fit it. And that's probably it would have been okay before. So there we go. Right, so that now needs to get built. I'm gonna wait because this will absolutely decimate the treated planks, and it needs 100. It's not too bad. I want to know where I'm making the treated planks though. That's the thing. I have no idea. Oh, I'm here. Well, that's fine. Almost. Well, I've almost got enough. Well, I've got enough of everything actually, and I've got the third one in. Wicked. Jamboree Matty. Nope. We're going to have to do this like this. I think as power, they can still do that. That's a 2. They can walk on the edge, so I think we'll be able to do 10 too. They do that. We're gonna move this because we're gonna have to move this anyway. I think because it's under the level. This is the level we should have, and that's under it, so that'll have to go. How am I doing? I think I'm doing okay. That's what she said. Think by doing that, because so this one will go then and this one will go on there, then we'll get that built in. Actually that's one higher, isn't it? It should be this height here. I've done one up higher. Once they start getting, it's like, I told you, it's like the bloody Krypton factor, this thing. It's like, well, I can do that, but I can't do that. Right, I'll get that in. Like here, I can go, oh, well, I can get that in. But I can't get that in. Some of this has to come down to be able to get the other things in. Right, we'll leave that. Job number 55,050. So this needs edges. Like that. To obviously keep the water in, which would be a good start. And this needs edges. But the problem being is I need edges to there. That's going to be a bit of a problem. It doesn't matter, I'm just going to have to take this edge out. And I'm probably going to have to do the same with this one. I've decided I'm doing a 6, so I'm doing what I said I was going to do. By taking that out, it'll just get rid of all of that. I'll just put a line right the way through. And what we'll do is, because we don't want this to get built, we'll pause. No. We'll pause that. Oh, come on, Pigs, you just selected everything. I'm trying to find the right one. And that. So remember, that's a 4 and that's a 5, so this is the bottom. I'll let it, like I said, I'll let it flow like a snake. That's what we want to do. This is obviously, it's coming together, but I want to get the, like I said, I want to get the inner one done as well. This is a lot faster than what we had done. I mean, I've used over 300 in this part alone. This is gonna need this to be built, I think. Is that too low? Yeah, it's too low. I've just done a low one. God, no! No! Thought there was something funny, but I couldn't work out what it was. I'll rotate. That wouldn't allow me to... That's alright though, but that wasn't alright. There we go. Now we're getting this in. No, is that too... Have I just done that too? Oh, wait a minute. What's going on? What have I done? What have I done? I've gooshed that up. I put this at the wrong height. So I was right. I was actually right with the other. I was actually right with the other one, but wrong with that one. Yeah, this edge is too high. I was thinking, what the hell have I done? Let's do this one out. Let's do this one out and this one. This will then go to there. This will then go to there. Although they can't get that in because that would need to be in. I think they can, see the thing is they can walk up there and round. That's probably not going to go in. Right, that one's in. Yeah, it takes an enormous amount of time to work out. We are getting there. This is why I don't want to get rid of them, and I want to get rid of. I want this to be in. Right. So now I should theoretically. I'll have to do it one by one. There we go. You see. Get that in, and and then I can take this out. Although I might not take it out yet until I sort of get this side done. If you see, now I can take this out, and it's sort of a bit of cheat because it'll just. Oh, it's already connected to that, so that doesn't matter. Oh well, that'll do. He's only going to be able to put the first one in. Obviously, I don't know how far I'm going to want this. But I'll just leave that down to the discretion of the beavers. Right, we'll get this now to the proper height. Which I think is this height. Not the height that I chose last time. If I get rid of this, it'll probably get rid of a couple. Oh, that's fine. Right, we'll leave that to do its thing. Next one of these. I'll do that. It's doing quite well with that, actually. We're getting a bit of flooding, but... then I'll obviously do that. But like I said, I'm not too much worried. Once this is in, I'll get rid of that. I'm not too sure where I'm going to put the treated then. But then. That needs to have a walkway. Actually, no, what I can do... Again, I've got a ladder, you see. Ladders is ladders is ladders. I keep sometimes forgetting, because obviously I'm playing the experimental version, if you haven't seen that as well, where the ladders is actually turned off, because they've not, the developers have not updated it yet, or whatever, and there looks as to be some sort of problems or something, so that's the reason why. I want that full. Get in there. In fact, I might keep that going for a little while. And see if this is going to turn. Yeah. Now I've got 3 of them working, which has obviously helped with this. I will have to take this out, but it might be beneficial to get a lot of this infrastructure in before we actually tear this down. Oops, I missed. As you can see, there's a bit of a huge amount there to be able to there's going to be a problem here because this has been done, and I'm going to have to do this. Oh no, I can. When this one's done, I can go, because I won't be able to get the stuff underneath because this has been done. Right. That needs to move. Gears is there. That, I tell you what I could do. Just let me storage one of these. It's still on the ground, so I can do it, and I'll do it for dirt, and I'll empty that dirt out. I will put this to. How many gears have I got? I've got I've got tons of gears. Planks. Yeah. Logs. Yeah, I don't need. I've got logs for days. Logs for days. Oh, this is built now. That's good. Oh no, I don't want that yet. I'm trying to get the. I'm trying to get this one here built faster. How many do I need? Yeah, it would make sense to do that. If they come through, they've got to come through there. There we go. See, we're nearly there with the top of this. That wasn't actually the one I was supposed to be doing. I was supposed to be doing this one. But I should be able to fill some of these gaps in. Which way can they get around though? They can't get. The trouble is they can't get around this. I'll do that. No, I don't want to do that. I want to do it this way. If I do it this way, they'll be able to walk on here and fill these in. Otherwise, they're going to walk all the way around. That's a fill in. That's a fill in. That should be able to be filled in on most of it. again, that could be filled in. That. Obviously, the problem being is I'm going to have something on the outside to take these down, because we're going to have holes. But that's not a problem. The Eliza. The right way around. I suppose it doesn't really matter. That won't be filled in because of that line there, because this one's in the way. Which probably means I'm okay, because I can actually get rid of... I could get rid of this when this is all filled in. I don't know when they're going to do that, but I'm running out of... You won't believe it, I've got 3 going and they're still not living producing enough. Now, fortunately, we used to need extract for this, and now in a patch a while ago, they took that out, which was bloody nice because it was blooming annoying to have to do that. Once I get this to light, what I want to do is get all this here to this line, and then I'll be happy. I'll be a happy bunny, beaver, or a pig. I'll be happy, whatever it'll be. But you know what I mean. Is that the right? Well, it's got to be that one anyway. There, and there. That should be able to be filled from there, which probably means that can be filled as well. Oh, Sam. There and there. Oh, I'll turn this at this side, and then we're on the ball. I can't get this side because the ladder's obviously in the way. This side, the ladder's in the way. But once they've filled this lot, then I can start to take this down. Because this is already done, you see. This here. This centre post is got to its height that it needs to get to. So I could probably just... that was not what I wanted to press. I go under there, and then that'll get me to here, and delete this. Well, why has that done that then? Because it was showing me the extra height there, and I was getting a bit confused. Obviously, this one I'll have to blow up, and this I'll have to blow up, because that's not where they... well, I can leave them open, you see. It's this I can't leave open, because obviously it's got to have water in. But we get in there. It's a... You wouldn't believe this has taken me an hour to get this far, and it's absolutely just like, it feels nowhere. But I've got 3 of these running and I still cannot. Is it because I've not got in supply and demand? I'm just checking to see if it actually can do 100, that's why. I think it can. And this will be going soon anyway, once I get this and this for next play. Then we'll start to take this down, and then obviously I've already taken down the most of the stuff. I'm going to turn that. I've run out. I haven't got no more. No more. Even though I'm building, I'm trying to get more. It's just absolutely tearing my situation out here. So more of this is getting built. Obviously, I'm almost there. We'll have this build out to the second, and obviously this has to come through because it's too low. That has to be blasted out. I've blasted this area out. And obviously, there's a couple of options. I can either just blast the top and blast everything down, and then fill the top back in again, which is a bit easier than messing about with. Because I've got 160 something, I've got a massive amount of extract, so it's almost easier just to say, right then, I'll blast this area down right to the floor, and then do the terrain again. But obviously at the moment I'm using a huge amount of terrain to try and build this situation here, so that's the other obviously the concern that you've got to do. Like I said, I don't know how far this is going to come out. We know what happened last time and how long it took to get certain things going. I think I'll put this on a emergency, do that, and then that way, like I said, this has got to come out next time. All of this infrastructure's got to come out. The only, well, I don't need to take this out. I can leave these here, but this is definitely going to come out. But again, I'm running out of dirt. I just don't have the dirt to actually be able to do anything. Which is a bit of a problem. That's going to go right the way down to the floor, but I don't mind that. That's collateral damage. So that'll just go right down to the floor. It's almost there anyway. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. There's a massive amount of work on this to do, and you know I'm trying my best. Don't think we'll see a wonder or anything on there unless we want to put some stupid idea and put it in the center there, which we could. But you know we're all getting there. I mean, I've got massive amount of maple syrup there, and I've got all sorts. I've got everything ready, but I just can't get everything going until I can start to finish it off. So we're halfway through this section, as we can see. That's about half, and about halfway up underneath. I think I might just get rid of all this and blast it because it's going to take half the amount of time. It's only one level. Otherwise, I've got to go underneath and then I've got to do explosives anyway. So sometimes it's you know. But I'll decide that next time. But anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this, and we will see you in the next new Diamond playthrough, where we start all again, and we go from there. Take care. Bye for now.